Most of the music I write is about homesick and the survival in a new country and become almost a new person. When I'm writing music, of course, I'm not thinking about homesick or anything, but then afterwards, when I listen to it, then it gives me memories, how I grew up, and then there is a certain sadness, darkness.
The story of Sun Mi-hong starts in Korea, where a little girl from 12 years old, with a hairdresser as a mother and a father working at the harbor, heard something magical which would change her life radically.
We had a very strict rule in the house. I didn't have to go to school if I didn't want to. My mom would call school and maybe, explain that I didn't want to go. But for church, there was no exception. So I had to go to church every Sunday. I was 12 years old when I saw the drummer for the first time in church. When I heard the drum sound for the first time, I was like, what is this? This is amazing. I don't know what it is. Then I just walked front, and then I watched him for a while. And then since that day, I just follow him everywhere. My parents hated it. You're a girl, so please don't try to be a musician or don't try to learn drums because it doesn't look good. For 5 years, my parents were against that I'm gonna play drums, so I had to make them understand. Nobody said go for it, or nobody was very supportive of what I wanted to do. I said very strongly, I'm doing this. This is very important in my life. I hope you understand.
After repeatedly asking for drum classes, finally Sun could see a drum teacher. He taught her a basic drum roll, which she played that very first time. She played and just kept on playing for 4 hours until she had strained her muscles.
At that time, I got serious about it. They weren't happy, to be honest. They were shocked. But now I see that you're so crazy. I give you 1 year until that you enter the university. So this year is only your chance. So my dad built a practice studio for me under my mom's hair shop, actually. So I could stay there for all day long, all night. I was practicing 8 to 10 hours every day to get into university. It was one huge room, actually. So I had a bed and desk and drum set and the mirror. So I could sleep there, and then I go upstairs and eat some food, go down, I practice all night. Next day I go to school. Right away, I sleep a little bit in school, and then I practice again. I spend all my time in practice studio. I was really, really shy. Even in the bus, I couldn't push the button to get out because then everyone is gonna look at me. So I was still shy when I started playing drums, but then I figured, oh my God, this doesn't work. I cannot only play soft on drums. And I figured I have to change it first so my drumming can be better. I thought jazz could help me to play better in pop music. That's how I started. It was a really difficult time, to be honest, because I thought I could play a bit of drums and I thought I was quite good at it. But in jazz, I had to change my way of playing almost completely. I was figuring out how to play jazz, which is a very open way of thinking, and then you gotta listen to other instruments rather than yourself. So that really opened my eyes. 이거 뭐야?
깜짝이야. 중국산 사람들.
Jazz music is really something that you don't really do. It's just such a small scene in Korea. Not many people playing.
내 목 다 한 것 같아.
알겠다.
My friends who I met in Jazz Academy in Korea, they introduced me to conservatories in the Netherlands.
끝내지?
So I choose to go abroad.
그렇지.
완전 얇게
Determined to go to the Netherlands and try to enter the Conservatorium, Sun was teaching drum classes and played at large commercial shows in Korea, so she could save some money.
So I had a 600 euro in my bank account, and then I immediately bought flight ticket, and I didn't tell my dad because then he is gonna be not happy. So I had to tell him 2 weeks before I fly that I'm going. I think I have to try this. I have money. I already have a flight ticket and I have a suitcase here, and I think I'm ready. Since I decided I'm gonna go for entrance exam in the Netherlands, I realized, oh my God, I didn't study English at all.
차 타고 여기까지 오면 별로 안 걸리긴 하는데 또
오라고 하기 좀 그렇잖아.
그치 왜냐면 이제 사진 찍어준 사람인데.
And then my entrance exam day was coming, of course, and then I had to study all the questions they're gonna ask me, like 50 questions, like everybody who experienced to go to Netherlands, and then they gave me all the questions they had in entrance exams. So I collected them and then I wrote answer with someone who can speak English, and then I had to memorize all the questions they might ask me, so I can fake it.
And you did. And you passed.
Yes, but I think they realized that I don't speak English, to be honest. And I want to believe they were more happy about my drumming than my English skill. Since I arrived in school, the first thing I experienced was kissing on cheeks. And I was like, oh my God, this is so strange. I mean, this is very close to my face. Do they like me, or what? Why do they not only shaking hands and then making cheek kisses? And I was like, okay, this is shocking, number one. And then, of course, teachers, I met some teachers, and then I used to bow, not how you say, not saying anything like what you say to your friends, you know, but they were treating me as their friends. And then I had to treat them as they are my friends, which was very hard in Korea. You bow 90 degrees, and then you have to be very polite. And then here it was like, okay, Jasper, hey, Benjamin, how are you doing? Bye, you know, very casual way of treating people. It was a shocking number two. And yeah, many more. I had many more. met Benjamin when I went to Kring. He would open the session twice a month, and then that was the one of the high-level jam session. So I was afraid to go for many years, but then since I went there, I played the song, and Benjamin was there. He asked my name, and just carrying all young musicians to play with him and then try to grow together. It's not like he is helping us to grow. It's more like we are growing together. I think I was really shy and also nervous. It's because I am not experienced enough also to play with such musicians. But like since we, counted on and then we start to play music and then this is all gone. Now, especially me, because I had such a feeling that, like I was really shaken. But then, since you counted off, everything was fine because we speak with the music.
Yeah.
Not with the experience or age or anything else. So then I feel really like, okay, this is going.
Yeah, and and that's a wonderful thing when you play together in a band. We're born with these things on our heads. They're called ears, and if you can use them, then it can be so much fun to make music. But it's for a lot of people it's difficult because the thing inside this big thing gets in the way of these, and then the whole thing gets muddled up. And I know you play with your ears, and because I can hear it.
As a foreigner, it doesn't matter how many years you stay in the same country, you feel still lonely, and you feel like you're figuring people out, cultures, but still there is things are missing, So it's really nice to have some people kind and sweet, just can lead us to somewhere. It's not like, okay, trust me and follow me, I'm gonna make you famous, It's not obvious way of doing it. It's really love,
I think for everybody, it's the ultimate goal is to be able to communicate your feelings and your personality through music, and that's what every musician strives for. But it's not everybody. It's not possible for everybody. That's what I like about your playing, is that you can actually feel the necessity and the drive. I'm pretty sure that has to do with the fact that you've come from so far to accomplish your mission.
Every once in a while I call my parents and they have different opinion about my life.
선배야.
보여? 잠깐만.
안녕.
언제 나올 계획 없나?
아직은 없고 지금 계획 중이야.
Once in a while I really clash and then I break down. Even though I'm doing everything for myself, I survive, I earn money, make my own living here, I become very weak after calling my parents. Last year, before I played in North Sea Jazz Festival, I was very nervous. Almost debut concert for my quintet, And there was like a day before my birthday as well. And my dad sent me a message in the morning saying, I saw YouTube, I searched your name on YouTube and then I saw the view. It's really low. I think jazz music is not really popular. Can you compose pop instead of playing jazz? That's the message I received on the day I had to play North Sea Jazz. So they don't really understand, but they try to support, try to stay behind me.
Thanks to Sun's enormous drive, she kept on making music. Along this musical journey, she has already won prestigious prizes and became the band leader of her own quintet.
Well, this year has been fantastic for us. We've been touring and playing a lot in the Netherlands and out of Netherlands, actually, Spain and Korea, and we were just in UK. It's been really amazing.
I try to tell stories as you read the books and there is a whole story in one book, but there's chapters. So first album is more like chapter 1, so that's why it's called the first page. It says about all the cultural difference and clashes. Then second page, finally I became a person that I wanted to be. Now I settle down and then now I'm having fun finally, and I see myself as really, really happy person.
NTR, speciaal voor iedereen.